The weather isn't
there, and Bruce a double to Gary Willits today.
That's right, Tony. He's ridden spectacularly well today with Spacecraft and also Tar Green. Spacecraft was heavily back. A horse that Gary often rides, Mr. Moonee, was banned for 3 months today for standing in the stalls and missing the start about 50 metres, so he has to have a barrier trial and mend his ways. The big race was the Melton Cup. A horse was very heavily backed in this Gallipoli Prince, 11-2 into 7-2. The favourite was Gary's Jester. Gallipoli Prince kicked away at the 300. He looks to be bolting. Led a length and a half, Mr. Swanky. 2 or 3, Gary's Jester, Murray Valley. Further back, Arbitral Merrick, but on the turn, Gallipoli Prince has dashed away. He's 2 or 3 in front of Mr. Swanky. Merrick and Hypertension with a late run, but Gallipoli Prince has burst away 4 lengths into the straight. Merrick and Hypertension running on well with Mr. Swanky. They've put a stack on this today. He's a first-up specialist, Gallipoli Prince, and wins by 3. Merrick second, third Hypertension. Yes, very impressive. 250 and 95, $1.30 for Melrick. Hypertension 145, and I can tell you that in the second leg of the double just run, his stablemate Bon Papay won, so the quaddie is 6-4-2-4, and the double today 4-4, no dividends as yet. It's been a great day of racing at Moonee Valley. This morning I saw some wonderful trials from a Newmarket handicap point of view at Flemington, and also the return of Capstad. This horse was injured last Thursday, couldn't run in the Blue Diamond. He'll be running in the $150,000 Sires Produce Stakes next Monday.
Capstad on the left of screen galloped impressively and appears to have completely recovered from the hoof injury that kept him out of the Blue Diamond. The colt ran the 800 metres in 47.6 seconds, and when Michael Clark gave him his head, Capstad ran away from his older stablemate Dowie and one of his major rivals for the Sires Produce Stakes, the baldy-faced Bronx Bomber. The big gun for the Newmarket was next up. Placid Arc in the blue blinkers trialled brilliantly. With his race rider John Scourse holding on, Placid Arc clocked a very fast 46.6, and had he been let go, he could have run something quite extraordinary. The Perth champion could be strongly challenged in the Newmarket by the Queensland grey, Let Me Tell. Way out on his lonesome, this fellow fairly flew. One experienced clocker timed Let Me Tell at under 46 seconds. The consensus was 46 flat, a gallop that in a normal year would be considered unbeatable.
Yes, it looks like being a great race, the Newmarket. This is the last of the twilight meetings for this season, Tony. It's been successful, a good crowd, still one race to go. I fancy that Harry White will win the last on number 1. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks very much, Bruce. Well, Australian squash star Chris Dittmar has upset New Zealand world champion Ross Norman.
12 months at Bendigo this afternoon. Trotted last rode in Victoria back in 1981. And in February last year, he was stood down by the Hong Kong Jockey Club following an investigation into malpractices at the Sha Tin and Happy Valley racecourses.
Although his riding weight was up to 57 kilograms today, Pat Trotter was back at one of his favourite racetracks to resume his riding career. Old riding mates Pat Hyland, Alan Trevina and Rod Dawkins welcomed him back, and so too did Epsom trainer Jack Basanko, who gave Trotter the Mountain Enchanting Prince in the first division of the maiden. The 4-year-old grey was slowly away and always travelling near the rear of the field. But a delighted Pat Trotter was naturally glad to be back in Victoria.
Well, I'm hoping to get back in the top bracket of riders here in Melbourne. I know it's going to take a while. I've been away for 6 years, so it's going to take a while to do that. And also, I'm going to work hard and hope that there's a reward at the end of it.
The racing has been very good to you here in Victoria. Victories on Analyte and Reckless in the past have certainly bring back memories, and you'll be looking forward to getting amongst the winners soon.
Oh, that's right. I wish I had another Reckless or Analyte, you know, to start off with, but just hoping that something like that pops up and it'll make a big difference.
It was, of course, Moomba Handicap Day there today, and a good day for punters. The TAB double paying on the combination of 4 and 2, $8.75. The extra double, a pair of threes, $2.25. And the quadrilla, 4, 3, 2 and 3, $36.15. And in harness racing, Victorian pacer Bag Limit a short time ago won his second successive Inter-Dominion heat at Addington in New Zealand, and he's now almost certain to start favourite in the final on Saturday week. And for tonight, Mel, that wraps it up from the sports desk.
Thank you, Peter. After a superb day today.